10% of people will see something but then they won't email or click a link. They just pick up the phone and call. So we probably know it's a great sales position for this industry because I sell LiDAR, camera, positioning systems, management systems, mounts, like everything that goes into the acquisition side of geospatial work. Remote sensing is what we sell. We don't do any processing. Airplanes, we sell airplanes too. Kind of our ongoing processes, we do 2 LinkedIn posts a week, sometimes more, sometimes 3. We do 1 newsletter a month that goes out to our subscribers, and we have shifted there. So one of the things that I started doing was taking my newsletter, which goes out to about 700 email subscribers, and replicating that as a LinkedIn newsletter, which has some of the same people, but other people, right? Some people, you have to subscribe on LinkedIn to get the LinkedIn newsletter. And so I have a chunk of growing subscribers just for the LinkedIn newsletter and separate mailing newsletter. The equipment for sales in the beginning of the month and the planes in the middle of the month. And this month was the first month I did that. So we know that we're getting basically qualified leads through those newsletters. And sometimes people get the newsletter and then they'll forward the email. They'll forward the newsletter email to me. And they ask for something that's not on the newsletter, but the newsletter triggered them to go look at the website. Once they get on the website, they start clicking around.
Yeah.
So the newsletter is very successful. We can see the engagement stats and the click-through stats from LinkedIn. It's successful. 10% of people will see something but then they won't email or click a link. They just pick up the phone and call. And the people who do that are more likely to close a deal.
Yeah.
Because they already know us and they know, they know Pat or they know me or they know Ella. They're picking up the phone and they're going, they're jumping straight into, a negotiating potential versus going through the funnel.
So that's really interesting, actually. So stepping back just before Ella started, did you have any type of content that would nurture those leads before you started this whole process off?
Yeah. So originally there was a website that listed every piece of equipment. It was a static. So when it was just Pat, so let's say 2020, had a website that each page was static. And with just a list, lists of things, almost like a catalog, right? Lists of things. And no prices and no like button to click on other than like contact me and it would be an email, but not specific to that item. Like you couldn't click on the item and then generate a request for that specific thing like we do now.